Broncos fan?
I'm a very strong Broncos fan, and I'm happy as a lark right now.
Are they going to be here in February, do you think?
I hope so. I'm hoping they make it. And, you know, we'll find out on Sunday. Manning hopefully will do it, and we'll be in the Super Bowl. That's what I want.
Are you Are you planning on going to the big free extravaganza down there at the foot of Market Street?
You know, I thought about going to it, but, you know, I'm a public worker, right? I know that a lot of the patients where I work at San Francisco General, there are things they need that they can't get, and they keep saying they don't have any money, but then I see all this extravagance spent on this sport event. As much of a fan as I am, there are more important things than football.
So the budget analyst just released his report of, he analyzed the agreement the city made with the NFL, and I think he compared it to Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, hey, San Francisco, you didn't do a good job negotiating. The city of Santa Clara negotiated a deal that all of their costs will be reimbursed, their police costs. The mayor's office released a memo last week that said it's going to cost about $4.5 million, police, fire, Muni.
Right.
But it's in our budgets.
Right.
So we're not getting reimbursed. We haven't asked.
But he says it's in our budgets, but I know I work in public health. All of the department heads have been told that they have to turn in a 3% cut to their budget. So that's where the money's coming from. It's coming out of the services. It's not just money they had laying around that they're going to spend on the Super Bowl game. They're taking it from somewhere else.
What do you think about the fact that nobody from the city said, hey, NFL, let's pay for our police services to make
I think they should do that, right? Because that is a huge expense, right? They can't, the city is asking, like our employer is asking us to volunteer for it, right? They're not going to get that many volunteers. This is going to cost a huge amount of money. Police and fire are going to be occupied. All the other areas of the city, like District 10, where they got problems, the cops are not going to be there. They're going to be down here watching football revelries. People are probably getting drunk, watching, you know, talking crap about football. Dealing with other problems.
Do you think the mayor made a mistake?
I think he made a huge mistake. This is something that, you know, if they really wanted to come here, first mistake was he let the 49ers get out of here. That should have never happened, right? But once you did, and then they went to another city, then, you know, let that city have the glory. Let them pay all the costs. Why is San Francisco absorbing all these costs? It doesn't make sense for a lot of people.
Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
So you work at General?
I work at General.
What? So maybe I should identify you as a, because you made a good point that the budget at General.
Right.
You
Right.
see
Everybody's being asked for a 3% cut. We've been told that, right? So, you know, they're trying to expand primary care, but then they said there's not going to be any new positions. So now they're trying to pull people from one place, put them in another place, because they can't get new positions out of the mayor's office because all of the money's going into this football.
Are they going to be able to staff the new hospital?
Well, they haven't filled all of the positions. They've hired a lot of the people, but you know, he can tell you, he works in the pharmacy. There's not enough. Right? They're upset because, you know, nobody's told them what the plan. They said when you move in, but they haven't said much else.
Okay. Will they have to move patients? They won't.
Yeah, all the inpatients are going to be moved because they cannot have, once they open a new hospital, then they can't have non-ambulatory patients in the main building. They're going to have a few psych patients, but that's it. And the rest is all going to be outpatient stuff in the new old building.
And what do you do at General?
Oh, I'm in a medical clinic, so I'm a senior unit clerk, so I'm like the clerical supervisor of a primary care clinic. Actually, we just changed our name to the Richard H. Fine People's Clinic. Named after one of the doctors who was there for years and years and years. He just passed away from cancer. Actually, he started primary care in public health.